In 2016, the Mississippi Braves returned to the postseason for the first time since 2013. After 140 games, the M-Braves concluded their season with a 73-65 record, clinching the second-half Southern League wildcard. This is their journey through the 2016 Southern League playoffs.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and the Mississippi Braves are headed to the postseason. The 2016 Southern League playoffs come your way as the Mississippi Braves open up a best-of-5 series with the AA Cincinnati Reds, the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. Postseason baseball comes the Braves' way for the first time since the 2013 season, and we've got a great series ahead stretching through Sunday if necessary.
The divisional round saw the M-Braves facing the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, winners of 81 games and divisional titles for both halves of the season. It was up to the Braves' number one pitching prospect, Sean Newcomb, to shut down the Blue Wahoos' explosive offense. Ace pitcher and 10-game winner Rookie Davis looked to have his own dominating performance in Game 1.
First pitch of the Southern League playoffs is on the way, and it's a fastball outside to Malik Smith.
After 5 innings, the score was tied 1-1, with both pitchers dominating. But in the bottom of the 6th, Pensacola struck again. The next inning, the Braves responded with offense of their own. With runners in scoring position, clutch hitter Johan Camargo stepped to the plate.
Camargo rips it out to right field. That ball will drop in fair and skip to the corner. Astudillo comes in from third to tie it, and Connor Lean is on his heels to score all the way from first. Camargo flops on his stomach and dives in with a go-ahead triple.
In the bottom of the 7th, the Blue Wahoos quickly scored 2 runs to take the lead once more. But in the top of the 9th, Stephen Gaylor's timely hitting seemed to give the Braves all they would need.
That's into center for a base hit. Here comes Connor Lean around third. He'll score, and the Braves have tied the ball game in the 9th inning. Throw to the plate. Camargo dives in. The Braves take the lead 5-4 in Pensacola.
However, luck was not on their side.
Bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th in a 5-5 tie game. 3-0. He walked him. The Pensacola Blue Wahoos have walked off as Joe Hudson, with the 2-out free pass in the bottom of the 9th, forces in the winning run, and Pensacola has won their first ever playoff game. Game 2 of the Southern League South Division Series is on the air here on the M-Braves Baseball Network.
The very next night, the Braves looked to avenge their Game 1 loss as they sent Patrick Weigel to the mound.
It's the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves in Game 2 of this division series.
The Braves struck first in the 2nd inning with an RBI from outfielder Connor Lean, which plated third baseman Carlos Franco.
And the Braves have the edge in the 2nd, 1-0 by the Bay.
The offense continued to roll with an RBI from Dustin Peterson, scoring outfielder Malik Smith.
And Dustin Peterson has come through with an RBI to make it 2-0 Braves in Pensacola.
And in the same inning, with 2 runners on, Carlos Franco looked to put the game out of reach.
Swing and a high fly ball deep out to right field. Sebastian Elizalde is back. He's at the wall. He'll look up, and it's gone. Carlos Franco jumps on a first pitch fastball and sends it onto the berm for a 3-run home run. The Braves lead 5-0 here in the 3rd.
Continuing the Braves' dominance, right-hander Patrick Weigel struck out 8 batters over 7 innings.
Weigel has been absolutely outstanding today. He's given up just 3 hits over 7 frames.
Striking out 5 batters himself, Pensacola's Jackson Stephens finally found his groove and didn't give up another run for the rest of his performance.
To the bottom of the 9th inning in Pensacola. Here's where 3,866 fans will shout as loud as they possibly can and try to bring the Blue Wahoos back into this ball game.
With 2 hits in the bottom of the 9th, Pensacola threatened to come back. But behind reliever David Peterson, it was too little, too late.
Ground ball could be 2, rolled to second. From Himes, flipped to short, on to first, double play. And the M-Braves will head back to Mississippi with the series tied at a game apiece.
Returning to Trustmark Park for Game 3, the Braves' explosive offense continued right where they left off.
2-0. A high fly ball deep to right field, going back and leaping to make the catch. No, it'll drop. It's a 2-run inside the park home run for Keith Curcio. Pat Kelly, the Blue Wahoos manager, will run out and talk to Ziegler. The most anticlimactic but most dramatic 2-run inside the park home run I've ever seen.
The Blue Wahoos did manage to score 2 runs off pitcher Max Posey, but the Braves' bats were too powerful to overcome.
Chopper back up the middle, underneath the glove of Blandino into center, rounding third, and scoring on the play is Meneses, an RBI single. For Cade Civic, he's 3 for 3 at the plate tonight. Smith rips it down the right field line, rounding third, trying to come home on the play. Cade Civic crosses the plate. We go to the top half of the 9th inning. The Mississippi Braves 3 outs away from taking a 2-1 series lead in this best-of-5 series. Taylor Lewis records the final 3 outs here in the top of the 9th, and the Blue Wahoos go quietly into the 9th. The Mississippi Braves have won 2 straight.
After 2 straight wins, the Braves led the series 2-1 and looked to clinch a spot in the championship series, needing only 1 win over Pensacola. The Braves struck first.
Lean drives this one into deep right field. It'll drop. 2 runs will score.
And scored again with an RBI double from Carlos Franco.
Franco will now round first, moving to second, getting there easily. And now coming home is Peterson. He'll get there safely. The Braves lead 3-0.
Braves pitcher Lucas Sims also dominated, striking out 6 and only giving up 2 runs. However, Mother Nature soon took center stage. After a brief rain delay, the Braves bullpen took over the reins and completely stifled the Blue Wahoos offense.
As it goes 1-2-3 in the top of the order, Phillips was dealing, and the Braves continue to lead 4-2. Coming into pitch now is Caleb Dirks. 1-2 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him going on a changeup, 76 miles an hour. What a pitch by Caleb Dirks. Swung on, popped up into right field. Treading underneath it as Connor Lean grabs the catch, and the Braves are headed back to the Southern League Championship Series.
After the celebration, it was time to get back to work. This time, in Jackson, Tennessee.
Tucked away just off of Interstate 40 sits the ballpark at Jackson.
The championship series would match the Braves against the Southern League North Division champions, the Jackson Generals. The Generals finished the 2016 season with an 84-55 record, the best team in the Southern League. During 15 regular season games, the Braves won 9, giving them what appeared to be a slight advantage against the Generals.
This is what you work for a 140-game regular season and then through a best-of-5 division round. It's Game 1 of a best-of-5 series between the AA Seattle Mariners and the AA Atlanta Braves.
Early on, Game 1 looked like a pitcher's duel between the Braves' crafty lefty Michael Mader and the Generals' ace Andrew Moore. But a Mallex Smith double put the Braves ahead in the third inning.
Dylan Moore got a head start. The ball kicks oddly off the sidewall, so he'll score all the way from first. And in the opener of the Southern League Championship Series, the Braves are on the board with a Mallex Smith RBI double. Generals put up a pair of runs. They do so on 2 hits and strand a man. And we go to the 5th. In West Tennessee, the opener of the Southern League Championship Series, it's the Generals 2 and the Braves 1.
A costly error by second baseman Dylan Moore gave the Generals a 3-1 lead heading into the 6th inning.
He bobbles the ball. By the time he recovers, Landry is safe. And the Generals have men on every base.
After scoring in back-to-back innings, the Braves had clawed their way back to tie the game.
The tying run comes in from third as Camargo scores, and it's now 3-3 in the top of the 7th.
Braves right-hander Akil Morris looked to hold the Generals, but league MVP Tyler O'Neill broke the game open with a 2-out, 2-run double.
The Southern League MVP will come through in a big way as it skips down into the corner, and the Jackson Generals in the 8th inning take a 5-3 lead with a 2-run O'Neill double.
And the Generals never looked back, taking Game 1, 6-3.
Game 2 of the Southern League Championship Series is on the air.
In Game 2, it was a pitcher's duel from the beginning, as Sean Newcomb squared off against the hard-throwing right-hander Brett Ash.
And Ash so far in the postseason 1-0 with an ERA of 1.5. And the big southpaw Sean Newcomb towers on the hill at 6'5", 255. 2 hits, 2 left, onto the 2nd. The Braves and the Generals are scoreless early here in the 2nd game of the Southern League Championship Series.
Both offenses struggled to find their footing until third baseman Adam Law homered to put the Generals ahead 1-0 in the 5th inning.
A solo home run for Law, and the Generals have the first lead.
That was until catcher Tyler Marlette added another run for the Generals in the bottom of the 6th, making it 2-0.
Mallex Smith catches the ricochet, but Landry will score all the way from first, and the trouble gets a little thicker for the Braves here in the 6th.
Both bullpens dominated the end of the game, striking out a combined 6 batters in the final 2 frames.
It's the Generals 2 and the M-Braves nothing at the end of 7 chapters in West Tennessee.
In the 9th inning, former M-Brave pitcher Ryan Harper shut the door, putting the Generals up 2-0.
Swing and a pop-up, first base foul ground. On the run, it's Castile. He waves and he makes the catch. And the Jackson Generals have won the first 2 at home.
As the series moved to Pearl, the Braves faced elimination in Game 3. It was a must-win. From the get-go, Braves starting pitcher Patrick Weigel struggled, walking 5 and surrendering 4 runs in only 2/3 of an inning.
3-0, up and away, ball 4. It's 2-0 Generals here in the top of the first. Patrick Weigel, he just couldn't find the plate.
But once again, the Braves offense responded.
1-1 pitch, curveball left up and swung on, launched to left field. Leon Landry's back, he's at the wall, he looks up and it's out of here. A solo home run from Dustin Peterson. Swung on, lined left center, that should be extra bases. It's into right field. Franco coming around third, he'll score, and the Braves have cut it to a 1-run ball game.
But it wasn't enough, as the Generals' high-powered offense scored another 7 runs on 11 hits over 4 innings. In the bottom of the 9th, Generals closer Matt Anderson secured the victory, giving the Generals their first Southern League championship since the year 2000. In less than 24 hours, the sights and sounds of the postseason had faded into the offseason. For the front office, it was business as usual. But for the players, it would be another 7 months before a game would be played, another 7 months before making a run at a Southern League championship, and another 7 months before baseball returns to Mississippi.